Right, thank you for sticking with us, guys. Here we have Yu-Gi-Oh! The Duelist of the Roses by MrDaddyDean.
Hey guys, so this is nice easy, Duelists of the Roses. So we're just going to basically start. We have two sides. This is based on the War of the Roses, which is based in Britain. So we're just going to basically, I'll do a countdown and I'll say start when I press enter, and that's when the timer will start. So we'll do a 3, 2, 1, start. So basically, this. So you might be wondering why I've not picked a deck yet. In this game, you don't time the start of the game. So basically, when you're doing the run, well, at the start, you'll make sure you collect start, or you'll use A as your name of the game. So then you get the zombie deck, which is the best deck for the speed run, because just all the fusions are really good, and all the fusions are just just very good. All the power ups you can get, and then with the deck edit, you create all the zombie monsters, and you get all like the Yami and Wasteland and field spells. So this is not like most other Yu-Gi-Oh games, as you'll see coming into it. We currently just on a spam X part of the game, but we'll get to the first major point, which is the deck edit, and then after that we'll get into the first duel, and you'll see why it's a bit different. So if you're wondering, I'll be looking down. I've got the deck edit notes in front of me, all the passwords we need. So it's 13 cards. So hopefully I can do this correctly and not have to waste a little bit of time trying to get the deck right. So there we go. This is a bit boring because I've got to just make sure I focus on getting this right. So I'll try and explain each card as I do it, but I've got to try and focus on getting the right letters. So the first card we're doing is actually a card called King Tiger Wanghu, which is pretty much very good on Weevil because he gets double damage, but along with that King Tiger gets the 2 space movement speed as his passive ability. The next card there was Balrog. He is a lab killer, so he's good against Jasper and Labyrinth Ruler. So I'm trying to focus on the deck, like I say, just to get this right. Next card is Megamorph. It's got the same effect pretty much as in the card game. It powers up your monster, so nothing special there. Don't have to explain that card as much. Next card was Green Kappa there. It copies the highest ability monster on the field, so it's pretty good if you're playing against one of the final bosses. And that was Slate Warrior, who is immune to Crush Zone and gets he gets a power up on it. So that's why you want him for certain duels. Yeah, so that's so Wasteland again, field spell, a certain radius of the I'll call it the map for now, the field, will turn into Wasteland, which is good for our zombie monsters. Same with Yami, same effect, turns everything into dark. Good for zombie monsters. Mammoth Graveyard there. He is used to make one of our best monsters in the deck, which is the Great Mammoth. We call him G Mammy. L. So just Dragon Zombie again, another dragon. On the power up, he's one of the best cards. And then D-Hole moves our deck leader. And then we're coming to the last final 3 cards of the deck edit. So not mucked up yet, so touch wood. I've not really explained the cards while doing this, so I'm doing quite well, I'd say. Again, the cannon card there, another lab killer. Use him on Jasper and the other duel that uses lab. Same with you can use on Pegasus as well. And that's the deck edit. So I was pretty clean, I'd say. Didn't muck it up. Took it a bit slow. Let's just make sure I got it correct. So the first duel is against Rex Raptor. He uses dinosaur cards. If you didn't guess from the anime, he keeps the same deck. All the duelists keep their own same deck. So Mai will use all our Harpy ladies and so forth. So let's see what I get. Okay, so we'll go with we're doing a strategy called Safe Rex here. So we'll summon G-Mami here with a power up. We'll move him twice. Then you move your deck leader here. Okay, so let's do... So we got a card called Muka Muka. I didn't explain that. Hopefully I don't fuse over it. Shouldn't do. I might do though. I might make Stone Ghost. If I make Stone Ghost, it did. Nice. So you'll see Muka Muka's effect here. It gains 300 damage for every monster in the graveyard. So as you saw, it has like almost 4,000 damage already. So the card is very OP. With this strategy, this game is a lot about RNG manipulation. So let's see if we got it. We did. Cool. So what we can do now is just move him here, and then move that. And then he might start trying to defend himself, but then I can just, if I get lucky and check my hand, we might actually be able to end the duel here. And we did get lucky, so we can now just summon another G-Mami. That monster is going to be under 2100 damage, most likely it should be. So we should actually win. 2100. So we do 900 damage, and then that's exactly enough. Well, 100 more than we needed to, and then that's the first duel already done. Didn't get the manip that I would like, but like I said, I knew I had enough damage, and I checked my hand, and I knew that the card was going to be 2100 because it always is. So there's a strategy that you do is you summon a card on the right that's stronger than 2100, and then you have a card on the left that's also stronger than 2100, and then you can kill the card on that he summons, and then when you move, he basically stays still and just lets you attack him twice. But you also can play a card called Eternal Rest, which destroys all your zombie monsters, and if he does that, you basically just surrender. So I'll try and explain each duel as I do it. Sometimes I might just forfeit randomly and surrender, and you might be like, why is he just surrendered? But it's fine. Sometimes you do lose. You can't compare this to Forbidden Memories, where if you lose, you have to go right back to the start. Okay, so I'll just play Slave Warrior here, and then play Okazaki next turn. So Okazaki again does the same in the anime or the card game. I think it does 500 damage in the card game as well, so it does 500 damage here. So it's pretty good. So this is a duel you want King Tiger on. So we got King Tiger here. So what we're going to do is, I'm going to move forward. Now he's going to... I could have played Green Kappa actually and defended myself, but I'm going to take the hit from his, most likely going to be Gokabor, I'm going to guess. And you get rid of that Slate Warrior as well. Probably should attack the monster maybe if I could have, or defending myself. So he might attack my card, he probably won't know. Yeah, so what was it? Needleworm, so it's pretty weak monster. I can take another attack off it, which means when I do this, I can then just... Actually, we'll play D-Hole. get him to move his deck leader. Needleworm can't attack me. I'll move Slate Warrior back just so he can't move Needleworm. I'll do more damage to him and then I can play King Tiger next turn. So, let's see what he does. So he didn't do what he can do, which you all know from I'm going to reference anime, where he plays his cocoon monster and then he usually plays that in the top corner. So, and if we get power up, we can win. We didn't get power up. I'm going to tank the hit. This could be risky, but most likely he'll move away. On the gate attack, could have affected the trap card. So if you think the AI would be smart, is it going to be? He is going to be smart. Yeah. So he's probably just won here. So that's my bad judgment. I thought I could go for the blitz. Yeah, he's won. So like I said, a loss is a loss. We'll make up time on different duels. Forgot about the negate attack. The choke is already happening. Nah, but like I said, we just do it again. Doesn't matter. There'll be more duels we'll surrender on. If we not get good duels on when we face Settle, we'll get to Settle RNG manipulation eventually. But we can get to Settle and we could be there genuinely for a while if we don't get the right minute, don't get D-hole, you know. We have two great mammoth graveyards enemy, so that's 2 chances on Settle, and then you also have 2 D-holes. So there's 4 so you've got 10 like out of 10 chance, like, you know, 4 cards out of 40, so 10 to actually try it. So we'll play a bit safe. I won't bomb it forward like I did last time. Got basically the same hand again. We'll play Sate Warrior in front of us just so he can't actually damage us with that monster. So again, I don't really need to explain it. He always moves to his right unless you move your card to the right. I'm going to play Yami this turn, because then he can't move his card twice. Oh, it's Infinite Dismissal. So that's deleted, not spellbound, for 3 turns, so it won't activate till 3 turns. So Slatewear is going to win this. It's not actually, okay. So when Slatewear dies as well, because he has a ability that turns everything into crush around him, so that Rose Spectrum will die actually. So what I can do now is, so you play a card in front of him, and he'll stay where he is. So what I can do now is, I can summon a zombie and then attack him, and then he'll move, and then I can move my deck leader forward. And then Yami will be coming back soon. So we'll play Pumpkin King here. And then I can move I'll move my deck leader. Oh, it's not Pumpkin King actually, my bad. But we'll still be able to kill it, because Wood Remains has the passive ability on Wood Remains, so the effect ability is that it gains 500 attack when it is flipped up. And Yami's got 2 turns, sorry, so I'll move him here. He's going to play a card in front, probably enough to destroy it. Or not, okay. So I'll make Zombie Dragon here. Again, he could play a card that's really strong and just kill me. That should be very unfortunate. But, you know, you never know. Did the same mistake again. Have I done the same mistake again? No, I've not. Nice. So Yami can play now, but it won't. So you can tell that's... I'm going to attack what that is. Probably a spell card. It's not. So I knew it was weak because it was on Crush, sorry. So I knew it's below 1500. So again, Crush, same with the card game, 1500. It'll do less than. So all I need now is 200. And we have that. So we finally did Weevil. A bit longer than expected, but you know, that's why we have the estimates 20 minutes longer in my PB, just for this for these sort of things. So finally did it. There we go. We we move on to Darkness Ruler. I think it is the way each person has their own because on this side of the game you can choose whatever duelist you want to go face. Sorry, you can basically just do what you want. People do you can do it. I guess you can optimize it from where your cursor is. So because where we are right now, it probably makes more sense maybe to go to Keith or Pegasus. But I just go down to Darkness Ruler. Gets out of the way. One of the easiest duels in the game. Let's see if I get the good RNG. I'll talk you through it. Pretty simple though. So you move your deck leader forward. Right. So we made Dragon Zombie there. So currently we're not going to have enough damage of what I'm going to do. So you move this card forward. So you're thinking, oh okay, he moved forward, you can attack him. Okay, so all you do is now, is again you move your deck leader again. That's fine. Slate Warrior would have been perfect, but Zombie Warrior power-up's enough. Bingo. 2200. And you move this card forward. And what he should do, please do it. He didn't do it, okay. He's meant to move forward, and then when he moves forward, he summons a card, and you can just attack him. However, he wasn't feeling like doing it. So that's probably a trap card. It's not, okay. So I'm gonna trap him in here. I've got G-Man anyway, so I didn't get them in it. So if all the Yu-Gi-Oh people, if you're in the chat, you can all go peppy hands and Bible thumps because that's just the game, you know, or RNG manipulation, but sometimes it doesn't work. So he's basically stuck here. He might summon summon Skull or something, but he didn't, so a little bit of time loss compared to what you should do it, but he didn't summon a monster to attack one of my monsters or anything like that. So again, that's Darkness Ruler. Pretty easy. If you actually get the manipulation, it should be really easy. So the next duel, we will do Pegasus. I'll choose Pegasus. So I'll do the route I do in my as I would do if I was running the game, like with a timer and stuff. So we'll do Pegasus. Pegasus, Keith, Ishtar, Lab Ruler, and then Necromancer. So if you're wondering, Darkness Ruler is Panic from the anime, just in case you're wondering why is it called something different. So that's why. Right, okay, so we actually got pretty lucky here. We got a Lab Killer instantly. So we can just run it forward to Pegasus. What we want now is a field spell. And we also want him to play a trap card. Because if I get my field spell, so please be a trap. It is. So as you can see there, the card is spellbound and the trap card, the spell card would not be a spellbound. So what I could do is I'm just gonna summon over this because he can't move twice, and if he plays another trap card, we'll be fine. But if he plays a monster, then you know he'll lose. He'll of course lose the fight because he'll take a lot of damage because it's on tune. So because we played a monster, even though it's not got double movement, he is gonna run away. It's quite unlucky. But if I get a field spell, it still doesn't matter. I'm gonna save D-Hole actually for next turn, because I'm gonna move forward and he's gonna run away, so I can play D-Hole and run it forward. So I could still get a field spell. Maybe I should play D-Hole, then I could now attack him with Great Mammoth. Maybe would have been a better choice. But I'm gonna try and get another G-Mammy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to activate it now. I'm going to move over. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this. I'm going to try and bait him to move to the right so that he can't summon a toon monster and attack me. So he's done that. So again, field spell would be very appreciated. he's got Dark Rabbit there. So I could kill Dark Rabbit with another G-Mammy if I get it. So even though he's not a toon, like as you can see, I've got King Tiger, okay. We're gonna attack him just with King Tiger. However, I need to move my Death Leader away because Dark Rabbit will attack me. So this Pegasus can be a pain if you don't get a Fuel Spell, because he just starts doing this. If that face down card again is a strong monster, I lose. Like I said, I'm hoping he just attacks me with Dark Rabbit. It is, okay. Yeah, we've lost. That's unlucky. We didn't get a Fuel Spell, so yeah, there you go. So Pegasus, again, very typical to lose on if you don't get the right cards. I could have maybe, like I said, played D-Hole quicker, but then G-Mammy doesn't have the double movement speed. So again, it would just be a case of just running and trying to attack him eventually, and then he just keeps getting a move side to side and then playing trap cards. So because we didn't get a Fuel Spell, you know, if you get the Lab Killer, you really want a Fuel Spell. So we didn't get it, so we just do Pegasus again. Again, unlucky here, and the practice run until they actually got the Fuel Spell and the Lab Killer. So this is looking positive in case when we get to settle. I'm looking forward to it. So we got the Fuel Spell there, but we didn't get the actual the card we want. So I'm going to keep the Fuel Spell because you want to be where I placed King Tiger Wanghu. You want your Death Leader to be, so you can place a Fuel Spell where King Tiger is nil without having to move it at all. Same with D-Hole if you get D-Hole early. So again, power increase, obviously a monster. It's in defense mode though. Did I get a Lab Killer? I did, and I got D-Hole. I'm gonna wait. Might be bad call. I'm going for the call. Play Lab Killer, play Wasteland. So I know that's a monster, not a trap card, so I need to make sure I don't actually get hit by it here. Probably should have discarded some cards as well. I'm going to keep King Tiger there to see if I can get him to move forward to do the RNG minute. So he's going to kill King Tiger. Okay, it's a trap card then. I think it's a trap card, has to be. He probably would attack my monster. Oh, it's Tremendous Fire. There you go. It's Invisible Wire. Knew it was. Again, probably should have got rid of Barrel Rock. Not like it matters. So I know, like I said, because I know that's a trap card, I got Slate Warrior. You know what, I'm going to get rid of this, and this, and this. Because I know that's a monster, I can just bomb Wasteland forward here, and then if I get a G-Mammy, or even Slate Warrior, will do. There we go. Like I said, there's the G-Mammy, power up on Wasteland. Got the 2 Fuel Spells. That's how it's meant to be done. You can instantly summon G-Mammy here. You're on double movement. Pegasus has got nowhere to go now. His monster that he powered up into defense mode probably isn't strong enough because he's not on toon anymore. He's got nowhere to go, and that's pretty much it. So let's see what he does. I'm interested. He's going to start trying to run away. He might defend himself. He doesn't. So again, you would think in your head, oh, why are you bombing, you know, your G-Mammy forward? He should just defend himself. But the AI in this game, casually, are smart, but speedrun wise, I don't know what they do. They just never defend themselves whatsoever. They've all got very specific movement patterns as well, where if you move cards to a certain place, you can have a face down monster in front of some of them and they won't move. They'll just wait until you attack them. So it's very strange why they do that. But the next duel is Keith. Well, and if we get a first good hand here, top deck as we call it, it's again a very easy RNG manipulation where I can talk about where the not defending themselves is very, it just happens for some reason. They just don't do anything. So, but yeah, I was going to talk about how the game is very different compared to any other Yu-Gi-Oh game like Forbidden Memories or something like that. Kind of came from the same time. So it kind of looks like a chessboard. You know, compared to what Forbidden Memories is like, which is just like kind of a normal version. This hand might not work, but it might at the same time. So 1900, it might not. I don't think it will. We'll see if he plays a card in front of him. Hey, so we got the bad RNG. Bad hand, so... Remember when I talked about how you forfeit duels on purpose? I'm going to check my hand, but most likely it's just going to be a forfeit. Got Pumpkin King, but it's not worth it. So we lost to the so-called card professor, as he proclaims himself to be. So again, another duel. What are we at now, like? Lost 3 already? Yeah. Good start, good start. But again, we didn't get the nip. You need, like I said, probably not a monster over 2100. But sometimes he won't play any good cards. And then sometimes he can whip out, like, really strong monsters if he gets power-ups. This is a really bad hand. I'm gonna use the lab killer strategy, which means we're gonna wing this. I could have just forfeited a game, but I'm gonna try this. So he's gonna move forward twice now. Probably should just use the lab killer to kill the cards on the far right. See, he's a weak monster here. So what he'll do is he'll protect himself now if he keeps doing that. It's just, he just does. Actually, if I get a terrible hand again, I won't do it. Oh my god. I could have carried that on there. Summoned Fiend's Hand of Violet Crystal, sorry. And then attacked, but then he start running away. So again, terrible hand. This can be just a lot of forfeiting duels without getting the good RNG. And today, we're not getting the good RNG on this. It just happens. Basically, you want either Pumpkin King, G-Mammy, Dragon Zombie, even King Tiger with double power up maybe can do it, but most likely you want like G-Mammy because it's got 2700. Nice, we got the 2 components of G. We got the card for G-Mammy, we didn't get it. So we'll do the D-Hole strategy. So I think he'll still play a monster in front of him. But that means I can move, he'll play it and then move and I can summon. Oh, he doesn't, okay. So all I need is a zombie. Thank you. I actually got the fear there. I genuinely thought I didn't get one. So the problem is now, my deck leader is not in a good position here to, once he moves to the right and then starts defending himself, I can't, like, we need to wait more time. So what oh actually, I think he wins. 50, are you joking me? And that card is where I need it to be, okay. Yeah, okay. This is actually very troll. We get the best card and he summons Pendulum Swing. And then he's just going to move to his left now. And then we're going to have to start defending ourselves. Unless I get a power up, which we might do. I've got a Dragon Zombie. If he didn't have a monster in defense mode, we could have done something here. But then again, we could kill the monster in defense mode, and he's please, yes, thank you. Okay, so now he needs to move into G-Mammy, and then we win. So I'm gonna tank. I need a tank to hit off the Pendulum card, but he can't do anything now. So at least we win this one. Again, took us a while, but I played around the fact that I hoped it was a trap card or a monster in defense.
Do we have time for a quick donation?
Yeah, on you go.
We have an $8 donation from Tiger. UKSG, you gotta show Seto who's boss today. Wish you many lucks from me and the other Duelist of the Roses folks. It's good seeing this cool cat.
Thank you for the donation from the DR, DOTR community. Thank you as well. Well, on this based off these runs, I don't know if I'm going to show Sailor Boss. Lost 4 duels already. Is that 1 to Weevil, 1 to Pegasus, 2 to Keith, I think? Maybe. So this graveyard slot machine, I've not explained it, is quite good for casual because you can get really good cards. If you get 3 in a row, you can get all the special cards as well. You can get like I think it's maybe the right leg of Exodia or maybe the left one. But for the speedrun, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter really for this. So is this turn next? She uses, again, this is another kind of RNG manipulation sort of strategy where you play cards specific areas, or tiles as we call them, as their squares. You can call them squares or tiles, and she will just move forward. But if you get Slate Warrior, you can just not do that. So I'm going to actually just discard this hand, to be honest. Could have kept one of the zombies up, but it doesn't really matter. I'll get Zombie Warrior, so at least I know one of her Aqua monsters she won't kill it. So she'll move forward. She can play Mirror Wall, which halves your damage when you attack. So again, you just play a card here. What did I get? I got Yami, so I'm gonna keep Yami here actually. And then what you're meant to do, if you don't get any feel spells, is gain watch. She should move forward. She won't if she doesn't play a card in front of her. You'll move forward and attack on the wasteland spot. However, because we got Yami, we're going to flip summon it and place it so that we can move on the crush now, and then we can have G-Mami double move and then we'll win the duel. And also because we have, actually, I'm also going to move the Zombie Warrior 1 turn up because I want to try and bait the her into attacking. I also got Muka Muka, but I'm pretty sure I've not got enough cards in my graveyard to one-shot her, so there's no point wasting that and not having it on double movement. But again, I could have just summoned over it next turn. So she should just move even to behind her. She won't defend herself. Because she's on Crush, your monsters, even though they're over 1500, can still attack. Like I said, her Aqua monster's not strong enough because it's on the Yami Darkness square now. And then she'll end her turn. Then we'll win next turn, so it's all good. So we'll lose the damage boost, but we'll still win on the on this turn. So we're coming up to one of the I say it's one of the most annoying duels because you can manip him, but you also need like certain you need D-Hole or Lab Killer, or it just becomes a real pain, or just moving your deck leader a lot. So G-Mami is short for Great Mammoth of Goldfiend, or Fiend, whatever it is. You combine a zombie with a Mammoth Graveyard and it makes it. We just call it G-Mami in the community because we're not going to say like Pumpkin of King of Zombie, whatever the Pumpkin King's called. We just shorten cards down, And if I ever use Green Kappa, I got 2 D-holes, as you do. I'll keep Slate Warrior as well. I'll keep another. Cool. So again, Green Kappa. If I ever use it to win a duel, you can all spam Kappa in chat. Because why not? Just looking at time, we're already 30 minutes in. I'm terrible at the game. Put my other headphone. So you get the manip, so you want him to move over, and then you want to keep a face down card, and then he'll move onto you, and with the darkness you can attack him. So let's say if he does it, I might get lucky, I might not. You know what? I'll use Slate Warrior because he won't get double movement. So he should attack me. Usually, unless that's a certain card, he'll put in defense mode. So come on, you want to move over. There we go, and attack me. This is what you want. If he attacks you, am I getting it? No, I'm not. Right, Lab Killer. No. Slate Warrior. So sometimes they can attack you. So the issue we have here is we're not on double movement, but This could work. I don't know if he'll run away because it's spellbound. He probably will. He doesn't. Ah, because it's that. So this card doesn't take damage from battle. However, now we get a wee bit lucky here because Slate Weaver now turns into Crush Zone and then it will kill the card. But I can't summon any good monster on Crush because it would die. So yeah, a bit of an, I don't know. What did I get? What's my hand? Okay. Probably summon Dark Assailant here. And then hope he attacks me. And then I can move over because he'll move along to the right. Summon a card to defend himself. Yeah, that's annoying. Okay, so a lab killer would be quite handy right now. So I'm actually going to do this. What you can do is you can start moving. You can generally just start move back, like kill your own monster, and then he'll just move back into like keep it. He might just move back along to you. But I'm kind of gonna. Don't want to move my deck leader, to be honest. Just move him to kill one of my cards. So, also like the AI. Cool. Okay, he didn't move. Maybe that's some manipulation, but he just decided to end. He was like, you know what, I don't want to be here anymore. Dean, you're too far behind. Let's get it going. He's like, I'm like, okay, I'll take that. I'll just let you stay still and lose. So there we go. He decided to not want to live anymore. So this first part of the game is longer than the second part. So if you're wondering, oh, you're not going to make estimate because you're already this etc. far ahead or blah blah blah, you know, the second part is a lot shorter. So this part is just a bit of a trek to get through. So I've been glancing at chat, and we have, of course, we got the Yu-Gi-Oh community in here. So we have. I'm just gonna make G-Mami, to be honest. There's no point trying to do the minute. May as well just summon G-Mami and hope that he doesn't win. So great Mammoth of Go Fine. There we go. But yeah, so we have everybody. I'm pretty sure most people from the community of this game are in here. So if you want to have any other questions that I'm not covering, they'll probably be able to help you. I might lose this because of the power up. It's most likely Skelegor with the power up. I'm gonna go for it. It is gonna be, isn't it? Yeah, Clone Zombie. So he likes to summon cards with power ups because he just does, and he always has a power up. And to think that Clone Zombie base damage, a 2-star monster has that much damage with 1 power up, it's pretty insane. So I don't know if he might still move forward. You never know. I don't think he will though. Yeah, I might just forfeit this. No, actually, we're good. This works. This will be slow, but it'll work. No, this is fine actually. This is perfect. This is perfect because if you think about it now, that Clown Zombie isn't on a Wasteland Square, and I can move my deck leader away from him, and then G-Mami should be the strongest monster.
Do we have time for a donation?
Yes, on you go. Donation.
We have a $30 donation from Brian Houston. Congratulations from Esports Scotland for hitting $1,000 and smashing your record. Thank you very much.
Thank you for the donation.
We would like to also announce that we have managed to raise more money for Young Minds during this event than the sum of the previous events. So thank you guys so much for all the donations that have been coming in throughout the duration of this event.
Yeah, thank you all for the donations, guys, and helping support a good cause. So Green Kappa will take the damage off G-Mami here, so I can defend myself off the Clone Zombie, and then I should win next turn. So unless I get Okazaki, but I'll just move to Great Mammoth here, and I can do it off that way. There's no way he can defend himself because I can move double movement, so I can move down, along, or up and up and along, or left. Unless it's like a trap card, but it's not. So we're on to the starting to move on to the boss fights of this side. So we fight Richard, and then we move on to Settle, and then we move on to Skull Knight. So also, we're very lucky that the fact even though I've lost some duels and RNG's been bad, and you know we've lost some time, I started early, so that helps. Helps the cause. So we'll get to parts of the game where it's just basically Mash X Simulator, and it becomes very tedious. But that just happens. Can't do much about it. That's most runs can be like that. You know, you got auto scrollers in this game. You've got credits and just mashing X a lot. I can guess you can be like that. Pokemon though, you wanna mash X a lot. Like other games like that, sort of like card games or stuff like that. It can just be a lot of text spam. So we got Richard here. So if you, pretty sure if you play when you play a field spell, he won't play a card in front of him. Because if you play a monster, if you move your deck leader and then play a monster and then move the monster forward, he will just bomb the monster forward. As you can see, he could have flipped someone's monster if my card was here and it attacked. Also, if you have a card face down in front of Richard, this is the guy who won't move forward. He'll just stay where he is. So I'm gonna hope, I'm pretty sure I've got a decent hand if I get a zombie. And also he can't double movement anyway. So I got a zombie, so I've got a 2700 monster. And because he's not on warrior, or sort of the grass, his best card should not win. So it's only Beautiful Headhunter, so that would have been 2100 on the grass. But G-Mami wins. So because I can move twice now and I flip my card, I'm pretty... Okay, he doesn't run away. I thought he would have, but it's net. You have to be right in front of him for him to move away. But G-Mami loses... All zombies, sorry, lose damage on Mountain. So... We'll... should just win next turn, unless the card he powered up is super strong. Because he should just move along and he can't defend himself. There we go, and he's lost. So, that was easy, unless he's got a trap. But we know that card's not a trap, and that one could be. So we need to make sure, just move my deck leader along, just in case. And it's not. Cool. So that's Richard done. So even though we lost time on Pegasus and stuff like these sort of duels where if you don't get a field spell, he can just summon all these crazy warrior monsters as good time save. But now we're up to where the donation said we would be, Big Settle. This is very RNG manipulation. We could get this first try, or we could be here for 10 times if we don't get a monster. So you want a monster over 1800, and then you want him to move forward, and then or you can get D-Hole. So D-Hole is Dimension Hole. I've been using it a couple times in this run. Basically, it lets you move your deck leader to where Dimension Hole's played. So what you do is you move your deck leader, you play Dimension Hole, you flip it forward one turn, and your deck leader's moved like a lot of spaces already. So it'll be like 4 tiles, I think. Because you move your deck leader once, yeah, round 3 or 4. So this is the Mash X Simulator. So it's pretty much just spamming X here. Not really much else to do. So it's again, like I said, it's set in the War of the Roses. So here we go. Let's talk about War of the Roses and Richard and all these people. All the War of the Roses people are turned into Yu-Gi-Oh characters. And per usual, Pegasus betrays everybody and sides with Yugi. And then I would say one of the most strange things about this game, even though like you are like you're not Yugi or Seto, Yugi's like, oh yeah, I can't beat Seto, by the way, you've got to do it. Even though, you know, when I think about anime, Yugi's the best. But yeah, he makes you fight Seto. And it's like, okay, cheers. Thank you for that. It's like, why are you doing that? It's fun. The memes of this. Right, here we go. I'm getting it first turn. I'm going to get Great Mammoth power up, I believe. Exactly. Heart of the cards. Oh, I got D-Hole. That'll do. D-Hole does. That'll do the job. So... Also, I'm quite proud of myself. I never quoted Pegasus saying Yugi boy when we quote Pegasus. I thought I would have. There we go, everybody's saying in the background, hope you can hear them. I was gonna do it, but I was like, nah, I'm not doing it. So, God, we're almost 45 minutes in. I keep looking at the timer, it's like, this is not PBing, by the way. So, Settle has double movement. So this will summon most like, I think it's gonna be, oh, it's Pumpkin King, nice. So we only need a 1700 monster. So he'll move back to the middle square. Now if I don't have a strong enough monster, then, you know, we don't win pretty much. So he'll move his card, he'll move it forward so we can attack him. And if we do this, please. This is a terrible hand. This is not good. We didn't get the heart of the cards. I don't know what card that is. That could be Blue Eyes. Don't think it is though. I'll brunt the attack. I'll see what he does. He could win though if he attacks Gruesome Goo. He doesn't. Destiny Jaw. So Mirror Force or Ryoku, I think. Might be wrong. Oh, it's Judgment. So it's not got double movement. So what I might do here, if I got King Tiger or Wang Hu, we would have won. But I'm going to play Yami, and as you can see, Pumpkin King's been hit by it. So Pumpkin King now gets double movement, and he's going to be our saviour. What I can do though is just move my deck leader, and hopefully he moves his Judge Man forward. Okay, probably got Blue Eyes there. Oh, or I get G-Mame and win. So I can still be 2200. I need Okazaki, so anything would help. I'm gonna actually gonna dump this hand, but I'm gonna keep one of my lab killers because I don't want to play a lab killer. Like move it forward and then lose if he attacks it with Blue Eyes. Like I'm dumping my hand, you know, Muka, even Slate Warrior, Okazaki. I might have discarded it already. You know, anything helps us here. So it's not Blue Eyes, and that's not Blue Eyes. So here we go. Green Kappa will do. So 24. Yeah, I think it's enough. This will gain 400 damage, and it's a. It's 100 more. So there we go. Did settle first try. Took a bit longer than it should do if you get the Manip or D-hole, but settle first try. I'll take it compared to what other random annoying things have been happening throughout this run. So that's all these sort of card game speedruns, isn't it? You need to hope for the RNG. Sorry, if you don't get it, you don't get it. So this is the last duel of the red side, siding with Yugi. Then we get the credits, and then we get to side by settle and fight off Yugi's best people, best pals and all that. Like Mai, Tristan, Joey. And when we get to Mai, I'm sure people will be spamming, or my Yu-Gi-Oh! They'll be spamming that. This game, for some reason, Mai is Yugi's mum. Don't know why. She just is. I got told that by somebody. If it's wrong, he can get the abuse, but it's, you know, in this game Mai is Yugi's mum. Don't know why. But yeah, hope you all, like I say, we get to the last duel on this side. Hopefully you're all enjoying the run so far. Like I say, it's a very different Yu-Gi-Oh game. People always either know about it from their friend, or they forgot about the game. Like they forgot it exists. So, you know, it's a very strange game, but it's fun. So yeah, this is, you might recognise this guy. I'm pretty sure he's in both of them are in Forbidden Memories. There's another one, but he wears like the white off Settle's team. I've not played Forbidden Memories, so I don't exactly know. But so what you want to do here is I forgot they combine. You know what? This works. This is fine. This doesn't matter. They just take it'll. Nah, it doesn't really matter actually. He'll still play the same card. He'll still play a try. He'll move forward. He won't. Sorry, he won't move forward. He might move. Does he move forward? Yeah, he does move forward. That's a trap card. 100% trap card. So what you do? Move forward. You just play any monster, and you try and attack it. And it's mostly like a gravity bind. No, it's not. Okay, it's widespread ruin. Usually it's gravity bind. So because he's on crush, he thinks he can't be attacked. So what you want is you want to place a field spell to my right and then be able to attack him. So he'll move back, right? So this is where the RNG manipulation of this duel starts. I'm going to check my hand. Got it, nice. So I got Yami. So as you can see here, it won't touch where he's going to move forward. And the AI of this duel, and most duels, and probably all of them to be honest, is programmed to think that they won't get hit on crush. So he'll move forward straight into my monster. And then he thinks he won't get attacked. And because we got Yami down, we won't. It'll still do 500 damage, but he'll get damage increased by 300, so he's 800. And then I'm pretty sure we got G-Mami power up, so that's 2200 plus how much Violet Crystal gives us. Actually, I need a. So I actually want to do this a different way. Let's do it this way. Just do it that way. So I discard more cards for Miko. So if the crush wasn't there, we would win. But the crush is there, so we can't really do much about it. Because if you don't put the crush there, he won't move forward because he'll start playing all his crazy strong monsters that he has in his deck. But because the crush zone's there, he can't play his cards. So also these two guys have cards. So the other guy, who we call Shakra, is his main. So they're nicknamed Skull Knight because Skull Knight is his card, his deck leader, and then Chakra because Chakra is the other, the same guy, but it's like his brother or something in the lore, is a deck leader. So he won't move. He'll play a super strong monster that he used Force on in front of us because it's on the dark. And getting G-Mami powered up there is actually promoted already. I've not had that. It's never happened before in speedrun history. No, I'm joking. But it's not happened, and that's usually it takes a while for promotion. But shows you how much I've used them. This duel, this run, has pretty much been my only saving grace pretty much half the time. But this is why you use this deck. It's got a low deck cost, and you're able to make G-Mami twice. So it's got 3 power-ups, so it's quite good. So we come to the best part of the run now, where we press X and then we listen to music for a minute and a half. So pretty enjoyable. So again, smash X. Cool. And we just wait now. So this is the best part. So if we got any, don't know if we got any donations or not, but if we don't, then if we do, you can say it. If not, I'll just try and talk over the music unless you want me to be quiet.
Yeah, I'd just like to take this time to remind everyone that we are raising money in support of Young Minds, a charity leading the fight for a future where all young minds are supported and empowered, whatever the challenge is. Your donations help to make sure that young people get the best possible mental health support and have the resilience to overcome life's difficulties. 90% of all your donations will be going to them, and the remaining 10% will be used to support UKSG. Thank you all for your donations.
Yeah, so basically that's what he said. Help the cause. So we basically just you just sit here genuinely. So lucky enough, when we beat the second part of the game, I'm not going to make you guys watch this. I'll just, once we get to the final duel, when I'll give them the warning about time, and then I'll just leave it. I mean, I could have debated everybody and told them that this was the end of the game, and then everyone like, oh, clap. I'm like, oh, we still got another side to do, but I'm not mean like that. Right, we're in a race against clock, eh? Don't even. I'm mashing X for some reason, but there's no need to. I was just mashing it, like trying to hopefully it would make it go quicker. But you know. So we just click continue here, and then it loads our save, and then we do the other side. So lucky thing about this as well, we don't have to redo the deck edit. I could have just, you know, what you could do if this feature wasn't in the game, you only did both sides. You could just do new game, click the same side, the other side, and then do deck edit again. But the game lets you just do the same side again. So we just boom, click settle side, and now we do the game for our same deck. So lucky enough, this side is quicker to start as well. And the reason why we do the other side first is because the end of Seto's side has a longer end, like, text screen when he talks about, you know, all his rubbish. That takes longer than on when you side with Yugi to start with, and then the timer ends when you finish the final duel. So that's why you do this side first, the last. So. And also the other side can be seen as the hardest one because you've got Pegasus, Lab Killer, those are Lab Ruler, Richard, Seto. So you're going to check if you get Okazaki. Don't have Okazaki, end your turn. So again, you might be like, oh, why not play a card in front of you? Because she'll play a bunch of monsters, and then she'll move one to the left. She'll play another bunch of monsters, move it to the right, and then you can just put the card right in front of her. However, you want a field spell. But if I don't get a field spell, I might just dump a bunch of cards, make Muka Muka, make it really powerful. Because we don't have a zombie to make. We don't. You know. I will make. People might not agree with this. I'm gonna make Sword Art Dragon. So what you can do is you make a warrior and a dinosaur, and it'll make Sword Arm off Dragon. 1750 damage. And Tails monsters are quite weak. So hopefully I can kill it. But again, she'll move that forward. She'll move it forward till it's on mountain. Probably should wait to get... Okay, I was going to be very annoyed if I got a field spell there and I didn't use it. Cool, so again she just did lots of damage to herself. And what I can do now is, as attacker... Oh, I lose a hundred. Cheers. I can attack her again because she's already not moved her deck leader. And then I can... Wait, I might just win. I just win. Cool. Didn't even need to summon over the card, I just win anyway. So that's Tail. Pretty easy though. Move forward, end your turn, move forward, move forward. And you just keep moving forward pretty much. The ideal strategy is to get a field spell, play it right in front of her, so the mountain becomes darker wasteland and is stronger. So, probably sitting too close to the mic. I'm gonna lean back now. My back's getting a bit sore. Settle casual. Yeah, so basically because of the hourglass, we basically just won that because she lost more damage, lost more life points, which is what LP is, in case you didn't guess. That is terrible. But I guess D-Hole means I can attack next turn, and I kept Violet Crystal, so I've got a good chance of getting a really strong monster. Where, apart from D-Hole, that hand was terrible. So again, Dimension Hole, D-Hole, shorten it, makes life easier. Yeah, so as I was saying, if you get 3 cards in the graveyard slot machine, I'm going to make Zombie Warrior because we're not getting lucky with these hands. But no, we won't win. Sorry. If you get 3 fake traps, you don't get anything. Because fake traps are there just to be filler. So I'm going to move my deck leader forward because I need to, because Zombie Warrior won't win the duel. And he's most likely not, he's going to do that. It's a weak monster anyway, doesn't do that much damage. So I would always check my hand. What I could have done is just move Zombie Warrior, attack with Zombie Warrior, then summon another card and won that way. However, by checking my hand and having Slate Warrior, I just save time. But if you don't have a card, then it's just a bit, you're still having to summon a card anyway to attack, so you're not wasting any time, you're actually saving time instead of attacking first. It works in some cases, not other ones. So again, we're coming up to another duel that I might lose once or twice, which is Mai. Basically her full field is pretty much mountain, but around the edges it's wasteland, and you want to basically try and bait her to move into wasteland, because she's another duelist that has a deck leader that can move twice, 2 tiles, sorry. So she always moves to her left, so you're right if you have a card in front of her. So I might get lucky, I might get a field spell, and then get a strong monster, she'll move away, and then you can always attack her again, because your deck leader is right in front of her to be able to attack. Okay. So again, if you play a monster right in front of you, her monsters are crazily strong. They're all like, as I said, all Harpy Ladies. You know, she also has these power-ups, Harpy Lady Dragons. It's, you know, it's not a fun experience, to be honest. Okay, we're going to switch this up actually. I'm going to hope that's not a monster. It probably is a monster, but I'm going to think it's a weak monster. I'm going to bait her to move to her left, and we're going to play D-hole. We're going to move her that way instead. Got D-hole a bit late. So either she moves, and then she kills the monster, or she kills the monster and doesn't move. So she moved. Oh, she moved 1 space, so we know she's going to kill the monster. And then, okay, so 2,500. That was a wild guess with my eyes closed. Again, a Harpy Lady, so like I say, that's only got 1,300 damage, but because it's on mountain, it's really strong. I'm gonna wait playing Wasteland. I want to see what she does, because if I move here, she must move into me, and then I can attack her. Then Harpy Lady. Okay, she's good. Okay. So that's gotta be a. So is that not a monster? It is. Okay. So again, as you can see, we're playing with massive fire here, because we've only got 400 life points left, and I'm really scared that King Tiger is gonna make us lose. So what we can do is, I want to play the field spell so bad, and I can do, but then she'll start moving away. So I'm just going to power up Slate. I'm going to discard Gruesome Goo here. And then I'm going to just get rid of the Winged Eagle. So wait, so Harpy. So I moved down. She can. We might still lose because she can just move forward and attack me with her monster. So she's not done that. That's very kind of you. So this just turns into her running away. It's quite enjoyable. So now she's got no monsters near me, I can just move and then start attacking her. Okay, we can move and play. Oh, I should have discarded more cards. Yeah, I forgot to just wipe my hand there. My bad. So what we can do is. The problem is here is she most likely is not going to move away, and she's just going to attack me and win. Which, like I say, this is expected, but she's not okay, because this duel is such a pain. However, she didn't run away. That's a positive. So if we get, I should have just discarded my hand, because I could have got a really strong monster. So what we can do is we can make 1,800 monster here, then power it up, and it'll be 2,300, and it's 100 more. It needs 300 more. Okay, it's got Acid Trap Hole. So what I'm going to do now is, just in case she can't attack me and I've got the double movement, I'm going to move him. I'm going to do that. because she most likely won't move away, and she'll summon to her left. I can move my deck leader back to where it was, and then we can start doing the same pattern again. And I'm going to guess that card in attack is too weak to beat Slate Warrior. Thank you. I didn't get zombie. Actually, we win. I just realised we win. Slate Warrior's got 2700, she's got 2600. We win. We did my first time, but we did it in a very strange way, but we did it. That's all I really care about, as long as we get these duels done. So next up is Joey, I think? No, it's Mako. So again, this is the funny thing about this. You know, this can be sort of realistic because you're on land. You know, you're going to her castle. This is in water, and Mako's like, oh, you can get past if you beat me at a children's card game. And you're like, okay, I'll beat you at the children's card game and you'll let me, you know, closer to Yugi. There we go. Oh yes, guys, like I said, I saw it quickly there. I used green kappa to win. You know what to do, guys. You know what to do. I know. That's what I like to see. It's the only Twitch thing I can think of, apart from when I lose, you can just like laugh at me or something. Yeah, we got D-Ho. Don't play D-Ho or not. So I played D-Ho here. I'm going to do it, but I'm most likely going to expect him to play a water monster his top left and attack me. Usually if you don't get any like monster cards or like if you get field spells, he'll tend just to play a card on his top right. So he played it in the middle. So if he doesn't move away, we can attack him next turn, if he moves it forward. Okay, he moved it there. What did I get? Interesting. I'm gonna tank the hit here. Also I'm gonna discard my full. You know what, guys? I'll keep green kappa for the memes because I can, and it's probably going to be good because he's probably going to summon Aqua Dragon. So we're going to summon Pumpkin King here, and of course it's not going to be that strong because it's on water, and his monster's going to be probably stronger. So he's going to get a decent amount of damage onto me when he attacks me directly, then attack Pumpkin King. But I'm hoping he moves, and then I get a really strong monster, preferably Muka Muka. So he moved exactly. Okay, so this is fine. Either attacks me. So what's it got? So it's 800. So oh yeah, that card moves behind me. I forgot. It's a very strange monster. So again, if we get Yami, we'll win. Anything like that. Yay! I need to make sure actually it gets hit by Pumpkin King. It might not. Does it? It does. Nice. So we win now. I had to make sure. I was like trying to think to myself, like, is it going to get hit? Boop. And we beat him by 100, which is nice. Yeah, so again, the fun thing with this game is like I'll use a Tag Force as an example as a Yu-Gi-Oh game. Tag Force, you spend 20 minutes on deck edit and putting passwords in, making the perfect decks. But this game, you know, how many there's a lot of cards you don't tend to use. You just use them as discards for Muka Muka, or like I saw like Sword Arm, the sword card. You don't use it unless it's for a warrior. So Joey's another fun duel that can get a bit annoying if you don't get the kind of... If you want a field spell to put in Mountain or Lesser Dragon. Because we'll get him to move forward into us here. However, the problem is because he's on Mountain, the zombie monsters do less damage. So you really want Yami or something. So he'll move down. Move my deck leader. Oh, look what we got. Perfect hand for this duel. Exactly, the top deck. There's probably other ways you can do this perfectly. I say this is the perfect way. So I'm pretty sure I don't even need to play G-Mammy. I can just summon the base card at Mammoth Graveyard and I'll have enough damage because of Wasteland. Because Pumpkin King's going to have 2300, or does it? Yeah, so it's going to be exactly enough, I'm pretty sure, if maths is correct. If I remember what Mammoth Graveyard has. Yeah, it is enough. And we also got Lesser Dragon as well, so... So we move on to, I think it's Shady, which we'll talk about when we get there, about something to do with his picture. Is quite funny. So take a look at the top right. Is that the Shady you remember from the anime? It's not what I remember. I remember him not being white, that's all I'm saying. But he's white in this game for some reason. But Ishtar's not, so if you can't really use it, on 1400s. No, it's just they made Shady not what he was in the anime for some reason. So we've got Muka Muka and King Tiger here. So we're obviously going to just discard cards for Muka Muka. If you place a card on Wasteland too early, he won't move on to Wasteland. He'll move on to the Forest, and Muka Muka doesn't get double movement speed. I also kind of forgot about King Tiger dying on Crush, but he doesn't move. He just stays where he does anyway. He doesn't tend to move forward. He always plays Thunder Yang Yang in defense mode. I got D-Hole, but it doesn't really matter because I'm hoping to win next turn anyway. I move this forward. He probably knows it's not a monster, but he tends to move to the right. So I think he knows it's not a monster here. Okay, so we now need to summon a monster because we need him to move to the right of us. You know what? This could work. Actually, sorry if I made that noise too close to the mic there. I'll use the Field Spell because it should affect him here. Very unorthodox way to do this, but now there's no Crush, so Muka Muka gets double movement everywhere. And if that's what, I don't think it is going to be, it's going to be low in 1400, but it might be a double movement, he might attack me. I'll keep Okazaki, I'll remove D-Hole, don't need it. So I'm going to attack this card here. It's 800. Muka Muka's got 3500, so that's 27. With Okazaki, that becomes 800. So he's going to start running away, but we'll catch him. To be honest, I might not even play Okazaki, I might just chase him down with Muka Muka. He can't defend himself forever. Oh no, I can just win actually. Yeah. Didn't even need to move Muka Muka, my bad. So, Okazaki, along with the field spells and power-ups, is a very useful card because, you can be on duels where they're really low. You get Okazaki and you just win. You win off Okazaki. Or it can be useless. So we now move on to the most RNG, more RNG in Settle, I'd say, because at least with Settle you have control over what cards you can place. You need a Lab Killer first turn, and with my other people, I'm going to use Fuck Trio, he's one of the people I'll shout out at the end. He uses 3 Lab Killers this decade, I only use 2. And we didn't get one. So what we do is you just start dumping cards until you get the lab killer, so we could be here a while. But as long as you stay on 1 star, it helps. Because on 1 star, it means you can summon Balrog, which is 4 star. And what did I tell you? So there's Balrog. So I'm going to make sure we can actually... It won't freeze or anything. However, now we can only summon 3 star monsters next turn, which is a bit annoying. So he should move forward and not defend himself. Perfect. So we get to attack him again, and then he'll move himself to the corner maybe. Because most cards he plays in defense mode are the Pieces of Exodia. And if you didn't see there, the Pieces of Exodia, you won't have saw, sorry. Balrog only has 1,000 damage, and the Pieces of Exodia on Yami, or Dark, sorry, have 1,100 defense. So zombie like Balrog or anything can't kill. And because he moved that card out the way, we actually win. So okay, we don't win because he has Acid Trap Hole. We win next turn, but it's pretty good the fact that we got the lab killer quite quick. It brings back the time that we lost. Again, I just made this card. And this should be 1800. It is. So I could either attack next turn or I can play Okazaki. So we have options to win, so it doesn't matter. So he defended himself here. So what I can do, so what I need to do anyway is do this. I'll just attack him. Won't use Okazaki, so. So we're actually coming up towards the last 3 duels. Bakura. I think it is Bakura, Yugi, and then Chakra. But also I never noticed when I did Mai, I never really looked at her name or anything to see if it is actual, like her second name is like what it would be. Because if the lore is correct and Mai is Yugi's mum, then Jasper is of course, you know, related to Mai as well. We have 40 minutes to estimate. Can I do it, guys? 3 duels. Come on. Surely. Believe in myself. So, we're already past my PB, so that's we can't PB this run. This hand is not good. The only positive is green cap will get powered up by a card, and then it won't die on crush. So what you want, realistically in this, is you want Slate Warrior and then him to move forward, because then Slate Warrior gets double movement on the crush. And that's very sad. I'm gonna hope he doesn't move forward. I'll move away. Don't play a card in front of him. He moved away. That's fine. If he moves that forward, it's good. Or I can kill the card anyway. Good. Thank you. Of course I get Slate Warrior turn too late. That's just Yu-Gi-Oh! RNG 101, isn't it? So his card, because it's on Crush, or it was on Crush, it's not going to be a strong monster. But Slate Warrior will win next turn anyway, so. Right, so again, just been glancing at chat and everybody's talking about 100%. So 100%, as we don't have it as a category, everybody memes about it. It'll take, you know how long it would take. So think about how many times you need to do the duels to get every card of every duelist, and then to line up your graveyard slot to get every special card as well. And then you also need to know every password in the game. So when you think about it, it's really like just not worth it. It would be like a Forbidden Memories run, how long it would take. Without RNG manipulation, of course. Final two duels here, Yugi. And then, so Yugi is D-Hole, Slate Warrior, or Lab Killer. We got D-Hole. So we're gonna dump our hand, but we're gonna... No, actually, you know what? We're not gonna dump most... We're actually gonna dump one card here. The Yami could come in very handy. I probably should... Nah, this turn. Because what you can do, I'll show you a little trick you can do. And I did it on my practice run and it worked. He didn't defend himself on Crush, so but it doesn't matter. So, because you didn't... Why did you not activate D-Hole on turn 2? Or turn 1, Dean? Well, activate D-Hole now. Move Deck Leader forward. And then you get some in. G-Mami for 2200. And then he'll move along. If he doesn't protect himself, you play Yami on where he is now. Double movement speed, G-Mami wins the duel. And that's you done Yugi in like 3 turns. Oh, he moves on to Crush. Same thing. Which means you still play Yami and win anyway. Unless I get Slate Warrior. Nah, never. So what he tends to do is, if you don't get any decent like cards at start, he tends to play a Polarize and push in on the Crush. He baits you into moving on there. And just like that, we're on the last duel already. So it went from me being at like 50 minutes on Seto to then being at the last duel, and then space of what, 20 something minutes, 30 minutes. So it's pretty good. This part of the game is really short in comparison to the other part. But we come to the last Mash X part. If you've noticed, we've not lost since our 4th loss to what, Keith, I think it was. Was it Necromancer? No, it wasn't Necromancer. I'm pretty sure I got that quite lucky. I think I've worked it out in the end as well. Yeah, so Yugi and Seto can summon their, of course, their Dark Magician and Blue Eyes, but they never, because just they never got a chance, so they never drew it, or the game didn't let them. So again, don't think there's any donations, but if there was, this would be the best time, because this is the last part of the game. And then, well, you can do them at the end as well, to be honest, but should be no losses. 4, bad. No true duelist loses duels. You gotta be Yugi and basically not lose any, unless the big green circle of Olikalkos makes you forfeit, because you're gonna lose because of power and blah blah blah, and you lose Yugi and you're all sad and whatever. So this is Chakra. That's sad. You want a good monster because you want to bomb it forward, because most likely he's going to play... I can't remember the name of the card. He'll play it. He didn't play it. I'm intrigued what that card is now. It won't be a strong monster, it's going to be under 3. I'll be under 3 stars. I'm interested. I'm going to attack it, and then if I lose, I'll probably just surrender and try again. There's that. That's what the card is. That Giga Gate Draggy thing. Well, Slate Warriors now is almost like a double movement. So the issue we have now is he's got 12 stars, and we don't have a card in front of him that has good power-ups. However, we are going to play Slate Warrior in front of us, because it's still going to have the Crush effect. In case he does summon some crazy monster to kill, we can at least have the Crush in front of us. Here we go, 12 stars, Fusion, probably Meteor Dragon. Oh, what a great guess. Now, the annoying thing is here, everything's Crush. But if we're on Crush, I think he can attack us. So this changes the aspect of this duel, because usually you have Yami double movement. So I'm actually going to use Cyber Steam here, because Cyber Steam when you attack, not like in the like Yu-Gi-Oh! Tag Force or anything, where you pay 5,000 life points to summon a fusion monster or whatever it is. This duel, in this game, it places a wasteland spot where you are. So again, we can summon top right now in front of him if he doesn't place a card where I want to summon, and we have Megamore. So again, we get a good hand, we win. He won't attack because he's on Crush. Cool. That works. Interesting. I'm going to place Wasteland here because it'll give Dragon Zombie a power up and then double movement next turn in case he doesn't move again. I'm going to guess though he's holding out for more stars to summon his crazy OP monsters, but like I said, I'm hoping he doesn't place it well, but I think he's going to place it. He did. Damn. Move along. Okay. So I'm hoping for G-Mammy here. Anything. Thank you. So if G-Mammy's not enough here to win this, then we're pretty much not going to win this. This is what? 30,000? It's got to be, surely. Yeah, it's nice. So now, the only way he can run away now is by moving on to where Cyberstein is. And I can summon over it. But it's not on Wasteland though, so it's a bit of an issue. And we win. So, get ready to time, guys. I'll tell you when, of course. I'll count it down. So this is 3, 2, 1, time. There we go. So, because you only do the credits now, I can basically just leave, but I'll thank everybody. So, thank all the Yu-Gi-Oh! Duelists of the Roses people that I speak to and all that. You know, you are Gatch, Thug, Torp, Tager, JR, there's probably other ones. Sorry if I don't remember you all. The other Scottish guy, Mad Scientist. You know, are you in chat? See if I can find you there, but you're all here. You know who you are. But yeah, so like I said, that's the end of the game. You stop the timer there. You don't have to time it all. Bang on 4 minutes under estimate. A Yu-Gi-Oh game that doesn't go over estimate. It's crazy, I know, but that's it. First time for everything. But yeah, that's me pretty much done with this. So thank you all for the donations. Hope you enjoy the last 2 runs as well, and I will see you all later. Yeah, that'd be